Lovely morning to you, my beautiful parents, learners, or a lovely afternoon to you, and a lovely evening to you, depending on when you watch this video. My name is Mrs. Racheal, Ukane, and I will be taking you on social studies for today, and the topic we'll be dealing on is drugs. I believe we all know what drug is. We've seen drugs, right? And we know what drug is. A lot of us don't take drugs at all, but the issue is, what is drugs? And that's what we want to talk about today. Now, first thing you ask yourself is, what is drugs? Now, we say that drugs are substances we take into our bodies to cure illness or prevent diseases. These are the things you take into your body. They are not food, neither are they water, but it is what you take into your body to relieve you of the pains, the sicknesses, and your diseases. For example, I have pains all over my body. What do I need to take? Do I need food? Do I need water? The answer is no. What I need is drugs. I take these things into my body. When I take them into my body, what happens? It prevents sicknesses, it prevents diseases. Rather still, it cures me of all diseases, everything that is wrong with me. If actually I'm taking the right drug for the right sickness. Also, drugs when taken can change how the body functions. When we take drugs into our body, because it is not water, it is not the regular food that you and I take. When you take it into your body, it changes the body system. There's a way the body functions. From your health to your toe, you discover that you can't even move, you can't do anything because you've taken in drugs into your system. The drugs begin to fight the sicknesses and the diseases in your body. And what happened? It allows you to relax. It allows you to take care of yourself. You're just there, you're not doing anything because you can't move. The drugs are reacting to the sickness in the body. So please, whenever you take in drugs and you don't feel too well with it, it's normal because your drugs are working. Now, we want to look at the categories of drugs. I hope you're following me. We want to look at the categories of drugs. Now, what kind of drugs do I take if I am having headache, or I'm having joint pain, or I'm having I'm feeling feverish? What kind of drugs do I need to take? Now, we want to look at these categories of drugs one after the other. Again, we said, don't forget, we said that drugs are substances that we take into our body that relieve us, that cure us from all illness and prevents diseases. Then we also said that these drugs, when we take them into our body, it changes our body functions. So our body begins to function differently. Now let's quickly look at the categories of drugs. Now this category of drugs, we have three categories of drugs. Now the first one we have the legal drugs, and we have the socially acceptable drugs, and we have the illegal drugs. But for today, we're going to look at the legal drugs. In our next class, we're going to look at socially acceptable drugs and the illegal drugs. First of all, what is legal drugs? What do you think is legal drugs? You start asking yourself, legal drugs. Is there anything like a legal drug? All the drugs are medicated and they're not legal. There are some drugs that are not legal. That is why we have it here, illegal drugs. So, what is illegal drugs? Now, illegal drugs, now these are drugs allowed by law for people to use. It means that it is allowed for you and I to use it. They are free, they are safe. So we can take them whenever we have pains all over our body. Whenever there is typhoid, whenever there is fever, we have malaria, we can take this set of drugs. They are called illegal drugs. Now they are also called over-the-counter drugs. No, they don't sell them on the street. You don't just go around and begin to pick drugs from the ground or from the street. No. you go to the appropriate place to buy them. Is it that you go to the hospital? Or you go to a renowned and well-known pharmacy? So, these are the places you get legal drugs. Examples of legal drugs are your paracetamol, the cough syrup, and so on. There are a lot of them. Those drugs we take regularly. When you go to the hospital, it will be prescribed to you that these are the drugs you should take for this. For example, I'm having malaria. What kind of drugs do I need to take? The doctor that is in charge will give me the right prescription to take. So I don't just go and excuse me ma'am, I'm having pain all over my body, what do I do? Please ma'am, give me paracetamol, or give me Procode, or give me artesunate. What are you treating? I don't know what I'm treating. So it is advisable that we should channel it to the right personnel. So again, we said legal drugs are drugs that are allowed by law for people to use. And examples of these legal drugs are your regular paracetamol, your regular cough syrup, the regular artesunate you take, the regular Panadol. These regular drugs you buy from the hospital, these are your acceptable drugs. These are the drugs that have been allowed by law for you and I to take. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. Now I'm going to take it over again. Now, from the beginning we said that drugs are substances we take into our body to cure illness or prevent diseases. We also said that drugs, when taken into your body, it does what? It changes your body function. Then we went ahead and looked at the categories of drugs. Now, what are the categories of drugs? We said we have the legal drugs, which are drugs that are allowed by law for you and I to take. They are healthy, they are safe for you. There's nothing to worry about. These drugs are safe. That is why it is allowed by law. These drugs have been tested, so it is good for you and I. Now, the next we have on this is number 2. These are socially acceptable drugs. Then the third we have on our list is legal drugs. But in our next class, because I want you to stay tuned, I want you to always look up to me. So in our next class, we'll be looking at socially acceptable drugs and illegal drugs. Then we're going to look at some of the functions of drugs, what the drugs really do for us. And also look at how to identify these drugs. How do I identify legal drugs? How do I identify socially acceptable drugs? And how do I identify illegal drugs? These are some of the things we're going to talk about in our next class when we meet again. Once again, my name is Mrs. Racheal Ukane, and I'm saying bye, love you. Remember to read your books. Don't forget what you've read. Go it over and over again, and you will surely excel. Once again, bye.